I'm Steve Hawthorne, and I am the dad of Leone.
And I'm Melissa Hawthorne. I'm his mom.
Yeah, Landon has always been really dedicated to everything he does. And so whether it was, soccer or when he decided to stop playing competitively soccer and turn his attention to competitive gaming, he kind of just diverted his time to that. And so, but he stayed active, which was great. He was always, careful to get out and run and, continue to be physically conditioned as well as be able to play. So yeah, this is an awesome honor for him, and we're so excited. I mean, it was crazy.
We didn't believe it was real.
Yeah.
How about that?
So
yeah.
I'll share just a little bit about it.
We're a little embarrassed.
Landon was playing competitively, and so his coach at the time and others had asked him to consider Spire. And, he said, hey, they want to have a call with me. They want to have a Zoom call. And I was like, dude, you're not going to boarding school. So I just said, listen, you're not going to be a boarding school kid. It's just not something that's been in our radar at all. And so I didn't even get on the Zoom call with him. Like, he literally just...
Embarrassed. Aspire, we love you.
We clearly love you.
Yes, clearly.
We just didn't think it was a possibility or a reality.
Yeah.
And then when they came back and said, hey, we want to make this happen, it was an awesome opportunity. We literally, we had already been ready to start the school year this year, and with 2 weeks left before school started, we signed on to be at Spire. And so a week later we were visiting, and then 2 weeks later we were moving him in. So it was wild. We didn't have the dread sending him off to school for months and months, and it was quick. But the thing is, Landon was ready for the move, and he's shown just his character is really good. He makes good decisions, and so it's been, honestly, as a mom and a dad, it's been one of those proud moments where you get to go he's doing well, and he's being able to really grow as a person, as well as a gamer, and as well as a student.
He's gonna start to cry.
I get a little soft. So.
No.
Well, I will say, the whole gaming thing and, competitive gaming thing is not new to us.
It's in his blood. Do you know who his father is?
I will say I had to pull it out.
Oh, no.
This was my shirt
Yes.
from the Nintendo World Championships in 1990.
Nice.
Yes.
So while he gets his good looks and many other things from his mom, I've been gaming. I've been gaming since the baby.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up playing games like a lot of people who are now grown, and some are still gaming. And so when I was growing up, nobody cared to watch. They would never want to watch me stream Mario. But yeah, when I was a kid, I was 11 years old, and I was gaming all the time, and I thought I was pretty decent. And so my mom signed me up to go to Dallas, and we went to the Nintendo World Championships. And
He won it all?
No, I did not win it all. I wish I had won it all. I did make it to the semifinals, and so it was fun. It was awesome. And so literally when Landon turned 11, I was like, bro, I gotta go find this shirt.
Yeah.
And so I went in my closet, I found it, and I dug it out for today. I knew I'd get the chance. It was funny back then. It was far more comprehensive in terms of gaming. It was basically if you were a gamer, you just had to be decent at as many games as you could. And so we had in the semifinals, we played this cartridge, which you can buy now for I think it's $100,000 online. They found some of these. There's 4 in existence. But you started by playing Mario, and you had to get 30 coins as quickly as possible. Then you played a custom course in Rad Racer. Then you had to, with whatever time you had left, you score as many points as you could in Tetris. And then whoever had the most points won the round or advanced. And so, yeah, old school, but it's in the blood. It's in there.
It's in the blood. So when he was younger, he'd buy him all these video games, and I'd be like, what? And you'd think that it would occupy him for months on end. Landon would come back literally in a day and be like, I beat the game. And I'd be like, what? And he would always be like, it's in the blood. It's in the blood. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, take him to the soccer field.
Yeah, I think, so Landon, were you 14? I think you were 13.
I was either 13 or 14. Yeah.
15. There was I forget what they called it. It was like the winter big tournament for Fortnite. And Amanda came to me and goes, Dad, I need your PayPal address. And I'm like, why?
We're like, yeah. We're like,
First time he had ever like inquired about anything like that. Yeah. And he's like, well, I just won $250 playing Fortnite. I'm like, what? Yeah. And, so that was like the first time that, you know, and again, all on his own. Like, you know, he's been, you know, just driven in things that he loves. He applies himself to. And I think that was like the first time I was like, huh. I mean, like I knew he was good, but like winning money good is very different than just good. So I was like, who knows? Who knows what this could be?
He's really smart and has good heart. And, yeah, he's basically a person, right? Yeah, I know.
That's a great mom line.
My grandfather's name. And if he was alive today, he'd be so blown away by all this and so proud.
He'd be very confused, but he'd be really proud.
Landon was his first great-grandchild. So, and we named him Landon Leone. And that's where he took his name to honor his grandfather.
Yeah, I think, look, we've always taken it as our kids are not what they do. You know, they are who they are. And, you know, whatever you apply yourself to, it eventually, you know, 80+% of that is just who you are and your character that shines through. And so it's got to be weird, I think, for a lot of parents if they didn't grow up playing video games a lot, or they look at it as just a thing that kind of distracts their kids. It's weird. It was definitely even weird for me, and I grew up around games, like to go like, wow, this is way bigger than, you know, you knew. But I would just say, if they're being healthy with it, if they're applying themselves with it, and if they've got skills and drive, and there's a lot of applicable principles that are true in gaming just as it is in anything else. And yet it amazes me that people will spend thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours on a sideline rooting their kids on and don't see an issue with that. And yet they see an issue with their kids pursuing something they really love and that actually has a lot of real world skills involved and strategy as well.
Oh my gosh. I actually felt like I was being robbed of 2 years because it happened so fast and I wasn't ready for him to leave as a junior. But honestly, I wish I was more supportive in the beginning. So instead of looking at video games, because a lot of moms look at video games as like a negative way, and like moms are always talking about screen times, and I actually wasn't one of those. But the one thing I made him do was go out and do like his time miles, and you need to be active and stuff like that. I actually wish I just supported him more and wasn't complaining when he was like screaming at 3 a.m. And because the longer you go on, like, I guess, see, I still don't really know much about it. Like, but he's like, no, it's good. It's good. The longer I'm on, that means I'm winning. I'm like, oh gosh. But yeah, he definitely kept us up a lot of nights, very excited. Yeah, but just embrace it. Like, he's incredible at soccer and he's incredible at school, but he would say to me like, Mom, you should see how good I am at esports and Valorant. And I'm like, first of all, I don't even know how to spell Valorant. I don't even know anything about it or the rules. But yeah, when somebody came to us like with Spire saying like, your kid is really, really good, I just wish it didn't come as like, not a surprise. Yeah, I guess a surprise. Like, oh my gosh, he's really worth investing in. I just wish I invested in him more. Am I rambling? Yeah.
Okay. So, first thing, home cooked meal. Honestly, I can't be doing Spire's food dirty, but they don't make good noodles at all. So I have to go with any noodle dish at home.
He honestly misses my mom's cooking more than mine.
Difficulties from being away from home. So I've had really bad anxiety, like diagnosed with panic disorder and bad anxiety since I was around the age of 9. And I am on meds for it, but it still, you know, seeps in all the time. And I had to learn to like deal with like, you know, the anxiety and the performance anxiety even of just like being a caller and just being like, hey, like, I remember when I started calling for my coach originally when I was on the online team, I was like so nervous because all my decisions impacted if we won or lost. And I was just like, you know, you're throwing a kid in that, I'm used to. I was at the time, I was playing Duelist and I was just running it down. I didn't really put much thought into how I was playing. And now when I shift gears and I'm focused on everyone's decisions and I'm trying to micro everything, it so much anxiety would occur at the time, but it's helped me grow and help me deal with my anxiety, because before I would need someone else to help me calm myself down, but now I'm in a sense where I can just be like, hey, like these are just thoughts, they're not real, and I just need to calm myself down and focus and do the best I can. That was a big hurdle for me originally, and then definitely just like missing people, missing friends, family. I do get to go on breaks and see them a lot, which I am grateful for. I'm actually going to see them for Christmas again, which will be nice. But definitely just like not having the people that you've lived your whole life with. I mean, I grew up with all the friends at my old school from first grade all the way up to 12. So I spent 11 plus years with them, and then in a 2 weeks decision I'm in Ohio. So
Yeah,
crazy things happen.
season. Yeah, in the middle.
But I definitely will say the decision I made, I'm happy with it. And, I'm still driven and I want to do the best I can. And if any doors open, I'm really open to it. I'm happy about it. And if not, at least I know, like, I put effort into something I enjoyed.